a wolf.
Right.
When Richard Burton is doing a monologue about the mousy wife, and the bump went poof. And he's talking about the hysterical birth.
Right.
Or hysterical pregnancy, I should say. The mousy wife. So maybe you should do a mousy wife.
Oh.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh. I like that. Okay, we're live to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. All of the live. Where is the camera? Okay, there's the camera. And it is it's Rumble 580. So that's like 20 away from 600.
It's 243. This is the other way around.
What? It's a lot. Yeah, right? Yeah, something. So we are very grateful that everyone is
Is it
here.
on the
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Isn't that nice?
So start with the acknowledging this lovely space that we're getting to gather on. The Creator gifted us with this land that we are blessed to share and care for together. We acknowledge that the land we gather on, Mokinstis, is the ancestral territory of the Siksike, Sitipi, the Siksika, the Kainai, the Pigani, and the Amskapi Pigani. We acknowledge all First Nations and Métis of Treaty 7 lands, the Sutena, the Ithkabi, which includes Bearspaw, Chiniki, and Goodstony. We commit to advancing reconciliation, guided by truths, respecting treaty laws, and humbly walking alongside First Nations, Métis, and Inuit. We recognize all who live, work, play, and make art on these lands, and who now call this place home. We're very grateful to be here and to be making art together. It is our 580th time that we have gotten together, and it has been very fun.
It's been a blessing.
It's, yeah, right? It is. We're very lucky.
Actually, you know what else? The closing down of Rumble has been way less painful than I expected it to be.
Mhm.
And even just what we're doing now, where we're starting to unwind, is starting to feel really super lovely.
What do you think the pain would come from?
Saying goodbye.
I think it'll be the
Storing too many bicycles. Rich might have at least too many bicycles for a apartment beside we live in.
just have to get more creative with how we hang them on the walls.
Yeah.
So we got Kelly joining from her studio, and the other camera there is Rich, and Ingrid's joining us. Yeah, Rich went live just a little while ago and did a walkthrough, so you could see Dusti's work. Dusti's work's up on the wall, and Tayana's work is still up on the wall. It's her Dusti's opening and Tayana's closing tonight. She's heading back. Tayana's heading back to Ontario. So that's exciting. New adventures all over the place. So first piece of inspiration. Lots of things happening. Oh, there's Dusty. Hi, Dusty. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Your stuff looks so beautiful up on our blue walls.
It's a perfect color for it.
It is. Yeah. And actually, when we hung your stuff, we started, we kept cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. And now there's a whole red room and the blue wall, and it all looks very lovely. All right.
Cool.
Yeah, so we are very grateful to have your work on the wall. And it's really nice for people to see your paintings, because we often see you working on the loom and we see your fiber work. And then it's fun because I find when people come in at different points in our creative lives, they see different parts of our creative lives. So then I got to see lots of different areas of what Dusty can do, but it's fun if you came in and just saw Dusty as a fiber artist, and then you're like, what? Look at these beautiful acrylic paintings. And I'm like, she also does these incredible oil paintings. And then it's like,
She talks like that all day.
yeah. I found a video of this girl, and she was like, look at that cloud. Is that your favorite kind of cloud? My favorite kind of cloud is cirrus. Oh, look at that red-tailed hawk. And then I thought, that's what Rich has to live with all the time.
That's what Rich gets to live with. All the time. Let's not start rumors. Rich is not suffering.
But yeah, it is very lovely. Our first piece of inspiration
I have
is
a 5-star wife.
Ostara. Fertility. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. And look, there's a rabbit, Rich. Do you want to
See my rabbit?
relive your rabbit adventure today?
You're with Adventure. This is so weird that
I
you can
was
just
so
do this,
scared.
right? Like, we had an overrun rabbit. Oh, I deleted it.
It was too scary.
Yeah, we found a rabbit in the gutter.
Things bulging out of it.
No, the eyes were out
It was
already,
fresh.
but it was wet.
Yeah.
It was glistening.
It was soggy.
Glistening viscera.
Well, the funny thing is you said there's. How did you describe it? A wet rabbit.
There's a wet rabbit.
Right now, I thought that was like mobster talk. Like, I got a wet mess here. Come and get the wolf. You know. So like, no, that's like when
You
they're
gotta
like,
do something about your wife. She's got a wet rabbit.
you dirty wet rabbit.
Oh my
I did
God,
not
yes.
mean it in the gangster way.
Yeah, but I
It was
thought
actually a soggy rabbit.
I thought you meant like what a wet mess. And then, the we cleaned it out. Me and the mailman. You know. We have the coolest mailman on the planet.
Honestly.
By far, Canada Post's best employee is our best bud, who like comes to visit us when he's down his route. And today he helped me clean up the. He ended up, you know, when you're helping with something, but you end up on the wrong end of it. Like, I was upwind and pushing with the stick, and he's holding the garbage bag. He's like, you know, like I'm gonna do the hard part, and then he's like holding the bag and just like flopping around, and like rabbit, you know, dust is coming up to the.
There was no dust. It was wet. It was like.
Well, it was like
Probably
something.
fleas and stuff.
It felt way like more stuck to the ground than I expected too. By the way,
So first piece of
I didn't tell you
inspiration.
about that, eh?
No, I
It
saw
was
it. I
That's
saw
what
it.
they're talking about when
I
they
had-
say shit pushed in.
I had to unpeel the rabbit from the.
Okay, first piece of inspiration is Ostera, new beginning. Second piece of inspiration is the heart. What a beautiful card. Love, charity, and forgiveness. Look,
It's not nice.
love can be expressed in many ways. Charity is a way to share love with those who need it most. Sometimes the most powerful form of love is forgiveness. Death is not the end in Slavic lore. Characters can be murdered and even cut to pieces as a way to ensure their death. However, magic can bring a soul back as long as their human heart is intact.
What was the very first word you used? Austera?
Ostera, yeah.
What is that? Is that part of the
She's
book?
a goddess of the spring. I will find. It's
Hello.
Yeah. Here.
I
No. O is. Different.
Oh, it's
oh,
for
Erdogan.
ostrich.
That's
I
Hungarian.
saw
That one. Yeah. Ostera is this one.
Oh, I spelled it.
And then last piece.
We're painting and cleaning up for your show.
It's looking so good in here. It's gonna it's gonna be it's just like overwhelming. Last piece of inspiration.
Oh my god.
I'm just doing one
That's
last
fine.
thing.
No, it's fine.
Last piece of inspiration. I believe that it's difficult to kill an idea because ideas are invisible and contagious and they move fast.
Are you sitting or standing?
Well, I'm going to be sitting in a second.
Okay, but I'm gonna zoom in on here.
Okay. So,
Okay, sit.
ideas And
Like at the
Heart?
split second that I zoomed in, you stood up. I'm glad you think that's funny. Sit up straight.
It's what I
Oh,
do.
that's quite nice, isn't it?
I tend to do the opposite of what you want me to do.
New 5-star wife. Don't talk that way.
How did I get 5 stars?
5-star wife.
Funny.
It's like a private joke.
Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Steve. Hello, Ingrid. Okay, so we're gonna make art. I'm
What
just
do you
gonna.
think, Jesse? Do we get canvas or that big Mickey Mouse?
I feel like,
Maybe I take my time with the big.
yeah, I feel like you could really take your time, and I feel like that would be a fun thing to put out for your guys' birthday show.
Right, yeah. Okay, can I tell you that there are 10 people with us online?
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
lots of lovely people wondering, hello,
Hey,
welcome
Rich,
home.
long time no see.
Hello, nice to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while. Same setup as it was like 5 years ago. Just kind of,
We haven't changed.
I bet you it looks more than it did 5 years
Physically,
ago.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have changed a
We
lot.
just throw out so much stuff. Like it's crazy how much space we just got rid of. Well, don't Dusty, cover your ears. We got the phone booth out, and I don't know if you saw when it got really packed and crazy in here, but we're just starting to recover. And then, yeah, are you taking part today?
yeah,
Do you have supplies?
Oh, yeah.
You got a little bag there. Okay.
got a little bag of
We-
wire wrap and stuff. Wire wrap and things.
Oh yeah, and there's lots of space,
Hell yeah. It seems a lot more spacious now.
right?
Well, because there's 10 viewers at home, which could be 20 people. It
Oh,
could be
yeah.
like 80 people, but in general, people tend to watch in small groups.
Oh yeah. And
So
I imagine
I'm
it'll probably go up more as the night goes.
It can go up and down. If it goes down enough, they'll shut the sound off and start playing records again, which is nice.
Hell yeah.
So we're kind of good. The auction, hopefully, lots of people are here. The live broadcast not as important. Do you know what we're doing after we shut? You know we're shutting down in 6 months.
Oh really? No, I didn't know.
Yeah.
that.
So
It's a shocking way to tell it.
So at the end of 6, so okay, next week, is it next week? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
In 2 weeks,
July
it's my
17th is
birthday.
Oh, nice.
It's our 12-year anniversary since we opened Gorilla House,
Oh yeah.
and our 9.5-year anniversary since we opened Rumble. Our second 5-year lease ends
have to
in
go get
December,
more colors
December
quickly.
18th, and we'll have hit.
I won't leave
we'll
you
hit the
guys
600
very
club.
long.
Oh wow.
I'm just
I
gonna be
think
right back.
that's 6. So 600 is way bigger than 6.
Hi. Good.
And then after we shut down the Wednesday after we're gone. In that pocket, we're from our own home building a studio,
Oh,
and we're going to broadcast a show called The Isle of Rue.
the Isle of Rue.
It's a magical island where
Yeah, I see the
yeah,
little card on there.
where Rue, he's the embodiment of creative energy.
Oh yeah, I love that.
So for 2 hours, we pick a person, place, or thing that's deserving of attention, and we make a 2-hour episode about, say, this library in Santa Monica that has kids.
I just need to
library club for
get-
kids. And we do like talking and art lessons and philosophy and close up on the hands while we're making the artwork and singing and dancing and puppets.
Oh
We
yeah.
make an original piece of art for whoever it is we're celebrating. At the end of every episode, Deliver with Debbie, which is just his mom shows up.
Don't
We
tell
wrap
me
up the
secret
piece and we mail it to them as a surprise. They'll get a QR code where they can watch the episode and another QR code where they can get back to us if they want to. So non-monetary, just for fun. No one can steal this idea because it doesn't make any money.
Demonetizing.
Yeah, every Wednesday, starting in December.
Oh, yeah.
Starting
Well, try
Jan.
to come as often as I can before then.
Yeah, please do.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because actually it's a little slower now for a couple of reasons, but one of my theory is, and I kind of worried about this, one of the problems with us being a little bit slower is we could have really pushed to keep the energy up and crushed everybody in December. or we could mellow, slowly fizzle away and give a year's notice. So I'll give a year's notice that we're leaving. I'm expecting the summer to be pretty wild. I'm expecting the fall to be really wild.
Oh yeah.
But this spring was really quiet. I think that was people sort of adjusting to the separation anxiety of it's not for our route. Which is weird because it was only supposed to be 6 Wednesdays at first, and people came out in droves. But literally, when I mentioned the end, and we gave a year's notice, not sure if that would be like incentive to come more often, or if it would be like some sort of heartbreaker where people will slowly stop coming in as much. We did slow down traffic a bit by announcing we're closing sooner than later. But at the same time, when I lost Gorilla House, I lost it on the 18th and moved out on the 30th of the December 10 years ago. And there was so much hate mail. Like I got hate mail over not giving people enough warning. And like we had a friend, we lost a little guy who was 7 when we opened, and this lady contacted me and said, "This is God punishing you for not hitting this kid's mom." And like another person wrote in, "Is like this is what you get for not asking for help." And like there was so much like I know it was people that loved us that were they were like betrayed that we got shut down. So we didn't get shut down; we just lost the building. In this case, I gave everybody a year's notice, so free conscience. But it's a little quieter. It's not as rowdy as it used to be, but also we have people at home too. So
Oh yeah. I imagine a lot of people still watch it.
It's true.
I'll let you get to work.
Oh yeah. I
What
gotta
do
use the watch.
the elbows mean?
Oh, this is just my sleeves rolled up.
Oh,
It's
it
the
looks like a
interior.
political. Yeah. No, I know it's good. I just thought maybe you're like communicating.
Nothing political going on with my look today. Tuck them a little though, just cause.
There.
You're so great. I'm just distracted looking at your face. It shouldn't matter. I know what really matters is your insides, but it's not helping me having this beautiful face on screen. Unless I paint that. I got an idea. What if I paint your
That's
face?
something a little different. It's weird because I'm talking to you through the camera and you're right in front of me.
It's not that weird. You're weird if you're making fun of me. Like stabbing me behind my back, right behind my back. That would be weird.
And not nice.
I almost did in stream. That's unfortunate.
That would suck. We're just rolling.
I do have kind of a blank slate right now. What was on the themes there?
Ostara, which is new beginnings, and fertility and bunnies.
What's Sarah? What does she
She's the
look like?
spring goddess.
Oh, right now.
She's spring. And then I got the heart. And then we got ideas are impossible to contain.
I moved 20 minutes and I still don't have an idea.
Because ideas are invisible and contagious and move fast.
That was the third piece of inspiration.
It's too empty in here. So I can't concentrate. simple, pleasant. Okay, seriously, what's your opinion?
Do you want me to give you a book?
I think I paid the 20 payments this week and my brain is tapped.
Pink goats. That goes with the springtime.
Paint yourself spending 20 minutes chasing an invisible idea.
Way more, is that okay? And this one, I feel like
Do you want to paint the image on my guitar that I want to paint on it, but I can't paint on it? 'Cause
Yeah, where's it?
Right here.
Okay, what do you want on there? Oops. Oh, it's on there. We're talking about. It's on there. We're not selling this, okay?
No, it's for me.
Rich definitely make money.
You have
I'll put some time into this though.
Okay.
Do you care what color?
No.
I think you did a pretty great job here.
It's a photo.
You know, I'm not tracing it on.
Oh, I started.
Are you sure you want my help?
Yeah.
Hi there. Welcome back.
I'm not willing to take the time to learn how to do that thing right now. I'm taking time to learn how to do other things. So you do what you know how to do.
I don't even know if this is important.
What?
Well,
What's
I mean,
important?
getting the image down, I don't know if it's important the way you see it.
Oh, you said I don't know if that's important.
Yeah, like getting images on down.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you can do this.
Because
So, Chuck has 3 art spots. Chuck Gallery, like studio, has 3 art spots. No, I'm just saying, like.
Do you want me to also kind of stick with your pencil on?
no, you can betray the pencil.
I'm gonna like, what's the word? I'm gonna compromise
Yeah, I
them.
know, I was like.
I'm gonna keep them, but I'm gonna mess with them.
Do that. Distort them.
Well, I don't mean that. I'm gonna try and be true to them,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna take a few liberties. Really,
That's even more romantic.
thanks. I'm working on it.
We got more art in the wall. It's cool.
Yeah, well, we have a wall again. It was mostly just stuff piled up here before.
This stuff over here, the motorcycle stuff,
Yeah.
that's nice.
yeah.
The
That's
colors,
Dusty.
Dusty, that's.
It's not Dusty. It's made by Dusty.
Well, the name doesn't. Well.
Shit this morning, like.
That's really cool art though. That's he's like pro.
He was so mad at Ashley because like he was better out.
Neil, is this somebody you know, this picture?
Yeah.
Okay, that changes everything. Because I was essentially thinking a girl, but now it's actually a girl.
That's the girl.
The girl?
Yeah.
Smoochy Boochie.
Smoochy Boochie.
Smoochy Boochie.
Are you a Kevin Smith character?
I think maybe that's what
I think maybe. It'd be really cute.
I was just going to admit that might have come from Kevin Smith. I was trying to remember his name. Would that be like Jay? Is that a Jay?
That's the Jays. I'm trying to remember Jay's actual Jason Moves. I was very, 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 very heavily influenced by Kevin Smith.
You're kidding.
You know,
Look at me learning sarcasm.
and then I went.
I find that hard to believe.
And then I went through my 20s and now I'm in my 30s, and I looked at Kevin Smith as an example of how not to get lost trying to find your voice and never find it.
Yeah.
His
Well, you
career
know what? That was
makes me
really
sad.
Kevin Smith and Richard Licklinger. That was a time when like that was an original thing to say. Is like I'm a certain age and I don't know who I am. I'm gonna make a movie about that.
But I wasn't around. I was 1 year old.
That's not what I mean.
Yeah.
What I mean though is like I don't think there's anything wrong with what those guys did
No, not at all.
when they did it.
I think it's important when they did it.
It would suck if they were still doing it now, which maybe might be the Kevin Smith problem.
That is the Kevin.
Like being an old trick pony in the 90s was kind of like a thing you could do because
Yeah.
it made sense. You know, your parents were baby boomers,
Yeah.
right? And you had no chance. Like, okay, I finished university, but my dad's still working, and so is all his brethren and the universe, and I'm gonna have to wait 30 years for these guys to retire. So job opens up, and actually, it seemed like there was a lot of gatekeeping against the young. So I can totally see that angry generation of like, my parents had everything. They told me to pick a job I would love, but they didn't tell me I would have to wait till they died to start working.
Right. I'm curious to know what Kevin Smith then would say to iPhone movie makers. Who didn't even need a $10,000 insurance payment to make their first movie.
Right.
And film school. And.
Right. Was he bitter about that though, or?
I think he's bitter about everything, sir.
Because like that's kind of where I am with the AI right now too. Is that the thing is that yeah, Kevin Smith's generation had to get a $10,000 loan to make a movie,
Mhm.
but that was after like 100 years of you needed $4 million to make a movie. So
Right.
they kind of capitalized on those early days of you can make a movie on your own computer. Versus like now you can just ask AI to make a movie for you using really academic skills. So.
Were film gatekeepers gatekeeping shitty? I wasn't around. Were people shitty about
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Film versus video?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
absolutely.
deal.
They made movies about it.
Of course, yeah.
I think, tell you the truth, Kevin Smith made a movie about it. No, it was Keanu Reeves making a Keanu Reeves made that movie.
Is that going to do you mean?
No, it was a documentary about video
Oh.
versus
I'm just trying to
film.
think.
And actually, it wasn't a bad film. And it was kind of after the fact too.
I can imagine. I saw an interesting interview. Tony Hawk has a podcast now, and so he was interviewing Keanu Reeves. But Keanu Reeves was more excited to talk to Tony Hawk. And they were talking about music.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
And all of the music that is associated with those Tony Hawk games, Tony Hawk did not pick up. He put it on all his friends' bands. And then because Warner or whatever owned all of the rights to all of those other bands, they all got lumped in. It was just really interesting watching Keanu Reeves go like, what was your favorite band? What were you, when you were at the skating park, what were you listening to? It was so adorable.
That's really cute. I like earnest moments
Yeah.
like that. That's really
Yeah.
sweet.
I remember like kind of loosely trying to be open-minded about Keanu Reeves for a long time because I liked Bill and Ted. So that was really informative at my young age.
Mhm.
And then what happened next? Oh yeah, so like I saw Dracula in the theaters when he tried to do a British accent,
Mhm.
and then he became like this kind of gong show. And I remember reading an article about how like everybody thinks Ken Reeves is a joke, but he has incredible delivery. They talked about his skills as a comedic actor in Bill and Ted's, and they also talked about Parenthood and stuff like that. And I remember kind of pulling for like, wow, he seems like kind of a nice guy. Maybe give him a break. And he was great in My Own Private Idaho as well. But when Dog Star came out the first time, I was just like, I cannot get behind this guy. And I think it was because that kind of crossover. I have the same kind of dread with who makes Lingblade? Billy
Mason Blade?
Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
And then the debacle with people turned out Ganeshi was a jerk, but I have a real hard time when people are sort of like, oh, I might be a movie star, but I want to
That whole yeah.
taken seriously as a
I have flip flopped on that interview 3 times.
yeah. Well, I went from just thinking that Billy Bob Thornton was a giant turd to thinking that
They weren't respecting his wishes.
they're both turds.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Well,
They were being a turd to him, and then he responded turdily.
but like, you can't erase people's minds, and you can't erase the past, and you can't just stand there and go, "Oh, I'm going to do this interview, but I want you to pretend I wasn't in Sling-Blade," right? So, for context, I think that Jeremy is purposely irritated on it. I'll tell you why. I think that is it seemed to me that Billy Bob Thornton was acting awfully entitled. And I think that at the time, one could argue that Giangameshi was a bigger star from Moxie Frubus than Billy Bob Thornton was through his band. So
At that time, yeah.
now that's not defending anything else that guy did, which is like
Explaining isn't defending, and I think people get confused about that.
okay, this is all I got for you. What do you think?
That's fine. That's beautiful.
I don't know her, so I really haven't got the likeness right, but
But you wanted something to do.
maybe you work on that a bit and it comes up one way. So
That's really nice.
I remember Kenley McQuailo had early responded to Giangameshi's plea for backup when he was accused of wrongdoings. And I immediately contacted Ken and said, maybe you don't want to post this. In a few hours, Ken retracted his post. It just sounded off.
Well, like I was thinking about doing it like an AUI part. If the Y is supposed to be broken on the sign. Yeah. Okay, wait, I thought this would be fun. You get the photo? No. I'm not gonna lie to you, no. But it's probably shit.
What are you looking for?
Just
What kind of thing do you need?
well, just I know it's $2.
Okay, yeah.
Or maybe we could just do something.
So I was trying to put hotel and stage space.
Oh, always put the middle letter in first.
Well, that doesn't help me now.
Okay, second. Did you guys notice we painted the tables?
Yes.
Okay, if you just give us 2 weeks before we start tagging
He
them,
asked
that'd
for
be awesome.
notebooks so he wouldn't write on it.
I'm trying to start a rumor that I took a 12-year-old and kicked the crap out of writing on my table. I actually don't mind, but it's my birthday. No, this is my birthday in 2 weeks, and we're just trying to make the gallery nice for one event, just one event.
It's going to be like this, but with cake. So it's going to be like this, but with cake and Zach Abbott.
Yeah. Hey Zach,
Hi.
when you ever hear Jack Rabbit when you hear Zach Abbott?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Was that intentional? Do you think your parents were setting you up to be Zach Rabbit?
No, I hope not.
Oh my God! What if they name you Jack? Jack.
Actually, when I was growing up in Senegal, they couldn't say the Z with the French accent, so I was Jacare. Jacare.
Oh, so you were Jack.
My whole life, I was always rich. For a short while in junior high, I let it slip that Dick was short for Richard.
Nice.
That was a mistake on my part. To tell you the truth.
Big dick.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Were you never Richie? Were you ever Richie?
Never.
Hey, it sounds like there's tons of room in there.
Yes, lots of walls. We just got rid of
Oh wait, it's because we got rid of stuff.
huge amounts of storage we took off the walls, so now we have.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was getting nervous. My collection that's coming out is getting pretty big.
That's awesome. Bring it.
Okay, I'm bringing it all.
Bring it.
And then we're doing. Are we painting that night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Dumb question.
Sorry.
Wednesday. Yeah.
We got married on the roof and then we painted.
You know what?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
In the wedding, and we made $900. Plus, we got free beer.
Oh, nice.
What are the
You
themes?
guys are off the beers. Are you still off the beers?
No.
Fertility.
If
and
it's in water
fertility and the heart.
sorry. What is the word? Never mind. I've been dropping words.
Oh, good. Are you guys out of school? Are you guys done school?
We're done school.
Are we ever?
Woo!
We were
When
really
do you do
done.
Disneyland?
Saturday.
Coming up.
Saturday Disneyland.
Woo! Oh, that's right. Flight's on Friday.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Right. Oh yeah.
Zach, what are you painting tonight?
Look at me. I'm painting a what are these called? A grain elevator.
Oh, look at you.
Is that a commission?
What's that?
Is that a commission?
I want to hang it. I want to hang it at the show. I want to hang it up.
I didn't mean that to sound negative, by the way.
Yeah.
That's how I
Jeez.
Yeah,
Why? That's not my style, is it?
No, I like it. I love it. I might do a grain elevator too tonight.
Cool. Yeah, they're cool. They're old. They're dying art, aren't they?
Yeah.
My mom grew up in Hazar, and so.
But the train is right on it. There's a nice layup here.
I had a grain elevator 50 feet from the house I grew up as a kid in St. Albert, and I see it all the time because it's like the St. Albert grain elevator near Lions Park. And I also, my whole life, probably lived within throwing distance of the train tracks. And the only thing I can imagine that would be as nice as living right next to a train would be living right next to the airport, having the roof shake every time a plane took off.
I don't know. That's an unorthodox desire.
Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I've never thought of this before.
Oh yeah, you remember that day.
I just thought so. So I had in my mind that I wanted to.
Hey, is anyone playing music or
We have
anything
lots
else
of
on your birthday?
Oh, on my birthday. Is it on my birthday? Not that I know of. Like, you got a plan?
I don't have anybody in mind. No. But
We often would invite a drag queen in for my birthday.
yeah, are they still around? That
Oh yeah, I should mess. Actually, I might message Terry right now. Actually,
those were hilarious nights. Those were a lot of fun.
that is.
And it's okay. It's okay. I bring a 10x10 tent.
Rich, a 10x10 tent outside.
Pop it out front.
We have a 10x10 tent.
Oh, you've already got one. Okay.
Yeah, it's purple.
Oh, fantastic. That's way better. I think mine's just blue.
Just blue.
boring old blue.
No, that's nice. Then you don't have to bring it.
Wait, were you gonna bring a tent?
Yeah, I'm still gonna bring one. I've got an event on the Sunday on the 14th.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I'm gonna bring it for that. Yeah.
Where's your event?
It's it was the first YWCA or something. It's this old timey. It's open porch. It's with this group Arusha.
Nice.
It's this old timey building. I have the address here. 12th Ave, old timey building on 12th.
I was gonna say, is it right by between First Street and Second Street on 12th Ave?
Yeah. 220.
Was it the Hop and Brew before?
No, it's the community building next to the
I'm not sure. Big balconies up front.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so so there's like a hip hop show, this big First Nations hip hop party happening.
Cool.
Yeah, and I was asked by the guy running it to bring some stuff, and it landed on that week, so that's perfect.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I'll have the tent with me anyway, but if you guys got yours, then
whatever's easy. If you have it out and it's easy to put up, because ours is in the storage across the street, so whatever. We'll
okay.
Figure it out.
How are you getting here?
Well, I'm driving my little station wagon.
That's gonna be a good adventure.
Yeah, it's gonna be wicked. There's gonna be 4 of us, and then
What kind of station wagon do you have?
it's a Ford EcoSport. It's a little 4x4.
Interesting.
My little mountain getter.
I've been thinking a lot about what I'm gonna do for studio space when we don't have the gallery. And my previous plan, thinking the gallery was maybe a lot farther away into the future.
Right.
Now it's December.
Right.
What I mean is the end of the gallery is closer than I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had it in my mind that I would get a Dodge ProMaster.
Yeah, that's what he does.
What is that? That's like a cube van?
Yeah.
Like a U-Haul?
It looks kind of like a what do you call it? You know those vans with that really high roof? It looks more like a mail delivery truck than a U-Haul.
Oh yeah, like a Sprinter.
Yeah, it's a lot like a Sprinter.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Worried about going under the bridge everywhere you went. Our old van was like that too, though. Every time you went under an underpass, we're gonna make it because it was pretty tall.
Oh, that van was a beast.
Yeah.
Was it a Dodge?
That's what he like.
Yeah. Oh, Chevy. Yeah.
Yeah, big Chev.
Yeah.
Heavy Chevy.
Yeah, big Chevy.
I'm not sorry at all. No, he's before that, he was
Hey, we're coming through on the Saturday before, on the 13th. Would it make sense, or would it be possible to drop all of that work off before?
100%. Yeah. Well, like we can be here on the weekend, and we can put up whatever you like then, and then it's all ready to go for the Wednesday.
Oh, then it's
We're
already
off now, so we'll be here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Because we might do that. Because we're staying in Airdrie, so it would go all the way to Airdrie, unpack it, pack it back, come back.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just let us know when you're here. We'll make sure we'll meet you here, and then that's nice. I like getting it up on the weekend too, and then at least starting too, and then
Yeah.
it's less stress coming on Wednesday.
Nice. And then I have marked here like set up Tuesday or whatever. But yeah, if we're there reasonable time on Saturday, get a few things up, and then I guess like all day Wednesday we could really put the
Totally.
on everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's exciting. It's getting close. I've been sending out the personal invites. Getting there.
That's so exciting. Yeah, we're gonna start. Now that when you I can't get past certain events before the next event.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Totally.
All of a sudden it hit me that that's in 2 weeks because you guys were just talking about it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So now I'm like, okay, now that's the next thing to focus on.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, like the book, like your book signing, the book release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Now we can focus on the next.
I'm glad I didn't know about this Sunday event until I just heard about it today. Like I just locked it in today.
Oh, nice.
But I would have been so scrambled, I'm like getting things together for Rich's birthday, and then to throw that on the plate.
That's good. It worked perfect.
Yeah. No, totally. So it's gonna be a fun week.
What day is the other event?
Sunday.
It's Sunday kind of day, kind of like 2 to 6 Sunday.
Are you putting up both? Like, are you putting up work here and then taking it down to put up over there?
Oh, I thought I would just bring extra for Buddy's show. Yeah.
Okay, because you could just hammer it if you want to put it up here and then put it up again. I'm just saying, it's up to you. We would not be offended if you put it up and then put it somewhere else.
Did a little double dip. Okay, I would like to, I would
That's
like
not
to.
the worst way I said it. I didn't mean it to be dismissive anyway. Yeah. I think, let's just assume everything's going to sell out.
Yeah.
As soon as we put it out.
I think it will. I mean, it's been a minute, and things are tightening up from the last show. I'm cleaning up all that work that didn't sell at the last show, so things are looking real good. Highly anticipated return. It's your birthday. Come on.
Well,
only 6 months left to get it.
I like your optimism.
Oh yeah.
Is there compost? It's kind of a funny ask.
There's not a compost.
So garbage.
Yeah. You could though. There's a lot of grasslands out there.
That's true.
So,
oh my god. Even Rich is ripping on me.
was that a rip? I thought it was like that. That's what we do. Is if it's biodegradable, we just throw it into the.
Just a little bottle of energy.
Really, we should have a compost. We just don't. We also don't have a compost in the building we live in.
It's so serious. Listen to this. Keep all your some lilacs. The lilacs are really wonderful this year. Yeah. I did it. Come back. Do better. Maybe come back. That's the one thing I tried. Come back.
Talk to each other in closer.
If you're on the runway, you're not lost. Oh, that's good. Very good. Yeah.
What's the difference? That way you make it out. We hate each other as of 17 seconds ago.
Wow. That's pretty cool. First time hearing about this 2 seconds ago. He's like, I'm gonna make this piece so much worse.
I have not heard from Kelly tonight.
Kelly's there.
Kelly, you're with us?
Hi, Kelly. One time I was painting a grain elevator, and this old timer, I think he was like a 90-year-old guy. He came over and was like, he knew the type of grain. He like called it. He was like, "Oh, that's a Pioneer."
Aww.
He was like a grain elevator connoisseur. It was cool. I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm just using reference." And then sure enough, yeah,
That's nice.
cool. Old school.
One time I went camping in Red Deer.
Yeah.
And we went into town to go to the place that sold the alcohol.
Yeah.
And there was a grain elevator on fire.
Whoa.
That's great.
And it was like the biggest bonfire I ever saw.
I heard that was actually a problem with them.
What's that? People setting grain elevators on fire?
I think,
Yeah.
was it like spontaneous combustion with the stuff inside though too? Like
I think they were like, yeah, it's like a design flaw. I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Like whatever friction in the machinery and old grain, it's like a little tinderbox.
Mm-hmm. I think
Looking
so.
back, if Felix was camping with his friends and stumbled across a grain elevator that was on fire, decided to sit across the street and watch it go down,
Ooh.
I'd be like, "Hey, dumbass, what's wrong with you? You could get hurt."
Right.
But it didn't occur to me to evacuate. We just sat there and watched it burn. I mean, there was a fire department fighting the fire and everything. It wasn't like we were just negligently watching it.
Right.
But every time I hear or think of a grain elevator, the first thing I think about is growing up in St. Albert. And the second thing I think about was this grain elevator in Red Deer that burned down. And I wonder, like, it was kind of just in town of Red Deer. And I don't know if they built another one. So maybe, like, people of Red Deer know this event the night the grain elevator burned down. Maybe everybody in town is kind of familiar with that night.
Right.
Never really thought about it. Do you know anybody from Red Deer?
I think it was a real estate move. They like burned it down to put up a condo, or
Nope.
oh no, it's Red Deer.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe Airdrie.
Yeah.
What school did you go to in Airdrie?
I went to GMHS,
What's that stand for?
George McDougall High School, and then I was there for a year of middle school as well. I was at Merle Clayton.
And what do kids in Airdrie do? Skateboard, I guess, eh?
Lots of skaters, yeah. Lots of skaters. Lots of hockey kids.
Or I
Lots of
remember that.
lacrosse, lots of lacrosse kids, hockey kids, skater kids. A bit of football. So I guess sports. I think there is a bit of there's a bit of like a 4-H club, like a lot of ag kids still.
Right. So here's what I remember: is I subbed a few times in Airdrie when I first got my teaching degree.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of laughing when I took attendance. You know, like, is so and so here? Is like first Bueller, like nobody was there. and they were all laughing like those are farm kids. They don't come to school. Like,
Oh,
why are you asking about the farm kids? It's June, and everybody knew that farm kids didn't come to school in June except for me.
except for the city slicker.
Right. Well, the kids in that school expected me to know
Yeah.
as a teacher who the farm kids were.
Doesn't everybody know that? Come on.
Right.
I wouldn't have known that.
Well, yeah, no, I think it's a bit of a case of center of the universe syndrome, where
Yeah, totally.
like whatever they knew is what everybody knew. Like that was fun. But the idea that there was kids that you could count on not coming to school because of farming was brand new to me.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
That wasn't the thing I knew about.
Kind of like in our school, it's like, when dance recital season is because like half the girls aren't there.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Similar but different.
Have you ever bathed your brushes in vinegar? Did you do the vinegar bath?
Nope.
Oh man, I rescued a batch of brushes with this vinegar trick.
What do you
Oh,
think?
It's like a soak. You soak them for as long as you can, and then simmer them for a minute or two, and then rinse them out.
What was on your brushes?
I think what was bothering me was like this Mod Podge. Like I'm not very kind to my brushes,
Right.
and so the water was pretty gunky, and
Like
things
a
were getting
weak-
gummed up.
It's like a weak base, like a glue you're using that on your brushes.
Yeah, totally, yeah.
So
And then-
with the acrylics that I use, you can usually heat them up like boiling water.
Oh, just boil them.
Yeah, and sometimes I just chuck them. The oil paint brushes, actually, what works really well is there was a Exxon Mobil thing where they killed a bunch of ducks.
Oh, Dawn? Are you talking about some Dawn?
Blue Dawn, yeah.
Blue Dawn.
Nice.
So, I was watching this TV commercial while I was washing my hands in gasoline, thinking, I can't really count on the gasoline the way I have been, because we literally had gasoline in the gallery to clean the brushes for when they got bad. But, like, the phone would ring, and you'd be like, crap, okay, I'll only do this one last time. You're like washing your hands in gasoline, which is bad for, future generations. And then I remember like going home and watching this it's just a TV commercial about Blue Dawn. And I was like, why the hell am I washing my hands in gasoline if I can just get that oil off with Blue Dawn? I haven't used any of the solvent since. I just used Blue Dawn.
Nice.
Jess is a purist. She's got some of the original
I'm out of it actually. I think I'm pretty
carcinogens.
yeah.
What's the other option? Just like mineral spirits or like?
Yeah, I use like terpenoid and
Yeah.
but there's nicer stuff now. That was just the stuff I
It
even
sounds like it's gonna crush from space.
yeah, like I had that from art school. Like I obviously didn't first of all, also didn't clean my brushes as much as I was supposed to. But I didn't want to have to deal with like disposal because once you're out of ACAD, you don't have the big metal tubs to throw in your rags and your stuff, right? So then it was like I didn't want to have to use it that often either. So Blue Dawn.
Blue Dawn,
Blue Dawn's ticket.
this week's sponsor.
Brought to you by the letter.
Shout out Blue Dawn. By the letter D.
Yeah.
Want to know something else?
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be Blue Dawn. Any of the Dawns will work.
thought you were gonna say like sunlight would work too.
All of the dish soaps work.
Shout out No Name Brand.
Well, and that's funny, right? Because when you think about it, like, okay, here's another thing I teach in Cochrane.
Yeah.
Where kids will come to school and have arguments about trucks, even though they don't drive, which is the best truck.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the thing I'm always trying to explain to them is, if the trucks weren't perfectly balanced, there would only be one truck company. But the reason there's more than one truck company is because the truck companies are perfectly balanced, you know?
But they all take care of it.
Because if a Ford was better than a Chevy, there would be no Chevy. These balance, they evolve like your spleen, right? Like it's just that simple. That they're going to make a Ford just good enough that it's as good as a Chevy, but if it gets better than a Chevy, they're going to start cutting back on the production. And if there was any difference, there'd be one car company.
Yeah, right. It would just be Toyota only.
They evolve these delicate balances. It's not intentional. It's not like a conspiracy. It's just that their input and their output, their costs are always going to be as good as they can get for a certain amount of money.
There he is.
And so, you know, guaranteed any dish soap will clean your brushes. I just old man grunted into the mic. So I remember when I was in junior high, there was like the pretty girls, the photogenic girls would sort of master pretending they couldn't see the photographer.
Right.
And they'd have this like blank stare on their face while the shop teacher would come in at the end of the year to take their pictures for the yearbook. Like it's like, I don't see you. Go ahead and focus. And I was like, how do they sit so still pretending there's a camera in their face?
Right.
And I spike the camera every time.
So like, what shutter speeds and on what cameras? Like, because my OM1, I'll bring it next time.
Yeah.
With some film in it and like 70s cameras and stuff. You only get to 1,000, but you also, I don't know. It's like.
Did you replace that spring?
I made one.
That's nice.
Yeah. I guess the last time I talked to you about it. Yeah, I made one, so it does jam up a little bit. Oh yeah, it's so much fun.
Nothing's impossible.
Yeah, no,
You
so
got it working.
yeah, I got it working. Yeah, so like every once in a while, like the frame, like it wouldn't be great for someone who's trying to shoot photos fast, right?
Or if you had like a career where like you're at a wedding.
Yeah, like pre-digital, right?
Yeah.
That would not be fun. Yeah. So like every once in a while, like you gotta like flick it again, just to get it to go to the next. But it is like covering the whole 35mm film.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's encasing it every time, so there's no like travel.
Mm-hmm.
This is sick. Is this Tay again? Most of this? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is really good.
Yeah.
The Misfit one is so good. Like I was trying to explain to people task lighting recently.
Yeah.
Which is like, you know, most people, I work in kitchens a lot, so I get it.
Yep.
But like these are great. You can just shoot that.
Yes.
How are you, Jess?
Have you
Very well, thank
How's
you,
your book
Howard.
doing?
Oh, I'm very grateful.
Yeah?
It's very nice.
Well, that's
yeah.
awesome.
have you tried marketing yourself to the people that are trying to get photos of their artwork?
I'm so bad at it. Like, I mean, my friends, yes, of course, right? But like artists are good at arting, not management, right? So, like, I'm great with taking photographs.
Looks like you're doing a great job of getting studio shots of the artwork. And that's
Oh yeah,
something that
representation.
a lot of artists aren't good at is getting
And what I've been trying to explain to a lot of people too is that like these things aren't going away. Once I get better at the digital side, I still have like all my catalog photos like in a good process that I have going, like where they're like dated monthly, and like if there's like events. What's that?
Are you usually wearing a toque?
Oh, then I cut a lot of it off. Remember my hair was super long?
It looks different. I can't remember what it looked like before.
It might look entirely different. I'm wearing like nice clothes and actually dressed up today. So usually I'm wearing a hat, yeah.
The hat.
So Tay got like approached by people who want to make clothes, like big companies, Vans Canada, and stuff like that, because her piece was on one of the walls at Millennium for the Go Skate Day event.
Yeah, I heard that.
So they had like all the have such good photographs of like our friend doing like his actual powwow dance.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of stuff on Canada Day. There was my niece here actually. I love that photo. She's out of focus.
Yeah.
So she's like blurry.
That's really good.
Like you can break the rules once you know them very well, right?
That's exactly it. Oh, that's nice.
I think I have a few of you guys on here. I'm holding up Tay's work. I thought this one, like the flash on the rainy street,
Oh yes, that's wonderful.
it was super fun.
We went on a walk the one rainy night. I think it was Canada Day, and Rich took such beautiful photos. The rain is so beautiful for that.
Sweet, yeah. Shooting on, you have that Fuji one that prints the photos.
I have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're useful cameras. Like I get why you do.
Yeah.
So did you make that?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Rich painted it, but yes.
That's so sick. Do you mind?
Go ahead.
I don't care if you mind. I was gonna take that. It's a joke, but
It was gonna be a Jazzmaster, and then it was gonna be a Mustang, and then I kind of like the Jazzmaster.
it definitely like
But now
is
it's kind of
Fender
a-
esque, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That's sick. Nice.
asymmetrical curves.
Right. Totally. Like, I'm not saying there aren't a lot of beautiful Gibsons either.
Of course.
I think I have pictures of Matt Mays up on stage the other day, holding the white. There's a name for his guitar.
Oh man, names.
Trigger.
Well, you know, the Kurt Cobain used a pretty funny guitar that discontinued until like the grunge scene was using it, Jaguar.
So people found out that Kurt Cobain was playing it.
Now everybody wants one.
Bam!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had a custom model called the Jag Stand, which was a combo between.
Yeah, and the Mustang. And the Mustang is a nice guitar. They're like,
Sorry,
they were line dancing.
you got it.
That was fun, huh? And there we go. That's a good shot. That guitar apparently is quite famous.
Like maybe a
Do
direct.
you know Matt Mays?
Yeah, his old stuff.
Beautiful guitar.
No recent things.
Sit down.
He looks a lot like we're Downey in that one.
The Canadian.
Right. Old Western or Eastern Canadian.
Indie hobo.
Funny, I got this. I think this guy got a better picture of me though. Just like I like shooting photographers. Like when I see people taking pictures, I'll take pictures of them.
Vulnerable.
Right. I see it like that too.
Yeah.
Are you in? I don't have to get up. Do you want to do something on the book though?
How much time is that?
48 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm here. I couldn't talk. I was had sticky fingers with the resin.
Oh,
That's why I'm pouring resin.
nice.
That's only
That
half.
really sits with me, Kelly.
What?
That really sits with me.
The resin? Oh, ha ha.
Really resonates. Ha ha.
Oh,
No.
I actually have a sister.
oh my goodness.
I'm Brandon, by the way. Oh, wait. Where am I? I'm Brandon. No, actually. Okay, so I'm Brandon.
Last time you're at Disneyland, yeah?
Last time I was at Disneyland, 2005 or 6. I've only been to the Florida one.
Oh yeah. Okay, what was the appeal to that? Like, is that just where your family went, or?
I don't know. Well, we went once in 2000, and I think that was like I think my parents went in the 80s.
Yeah.
As potentially, how did that work? I think they went in the 80s and enjoyed it. And so when they had children who were 9 and 5, they said this would be a good vacation. So we went and had a good time. And then when we were teenagers, I think their marriage was on the verge of breaking up. And they said, let's go have one last family vacation before the marriage breaks up. And it worked well when we did this one this time, so let's go again. And I was pretty convinced that I was not going to enjoy myself, but I did. So, fond family memories, but it's really not about the family. Mostly, honestly, they have Cirque du Soleil permanently at downtown Disney or whatever it's called. And so as a teenager, seeing the music being performed live while the performance goes, that blew my brain open more than anything else at Disney.
Cool.
That's my answer.
That's cool. My parents took me to Disneyland when I was 3.
I wonder if they were divorcing.
Ba-ba-ba!
Were they?
I don't know. And then Disney World when I was 5.
We're okay, right?
We're okay, right?
It's like a thing.
Well, but I didn't find out that my dad was cheating on my mom until like 2 years after that. So I don't know how much of a build up that was to what ended up being.
Have you talked to him about that?
About the infidelity?
Yeah.
No. My dad gatekeeps conversations.
Okay. it like wasn't something he wanted to talk about.
Even if it was something that he wanted to talk about, he would tell you that you don't know enough about a thing to be able to have a conversation with it.
Hey,
Hey, Dylan.
I can't get my dad to talk about his favorite thing.
How you doing?
good. How are you?
Pretty good. Just got back from town.
Did you bring coffee?
Yeah.
How many you got?
No, I don't know. As much.
I
Is it
think we could use one jar or now.
Yes.
Yeah,
oh good,
You
okay.
went to Disneyland or Disney World?
Minnie Mouse,
Disneyland. We're going to California.
Oh, the Anaheim one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to that one.
Minnie Mouse seemed like
No, I was cutting out Mickey
Oh,
Mouse over
already?
there, and I was trying to decide what to paint, and I think I kind of felt like painting the Mickey that I cut out. I was just getting rid of that piece of wood. I have they gave us a stage from
I can do
Fest.
make Minnie Mouse when I dance hoop dance.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
there is. I will tell you, there is kind of like a shape in the hoop dance that
Yeah.
always makes me think of.
Minnie Mouse?
Yeah, is that okay for me to say? I don't know. If it's
Yeah.
inappropriate, but
That's a good one.
How much is it, Rich? 20?
I can't remember. Dylan, how much for the coffee?
Oh, 20 a pound.
20? Okay.
No, we're not buying groceries this week.
What time,
We're heading out of town.
What time are you,
Probably drink
what time are you going on live for your auction?
9.
No.
Oh, it's coming up.
How's the kids?
Pretty good. My daughter was riding the
How old is your daughter now?
14.
Crazy.
She was riding the rodeo
Wow.
out in Moreland.
Oh yeah.
She's fast, man.
It's crazy when you see your kids do stuff. Can you ride?
Hell no, man. It would fucking take me like a minute. It only took her 16 seconds to go around. She comes out of the gate.
Yeah.
And then she goes around one barrel, another one, and then 3 barrels, and then back where she started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when she's on her last barrel, man, she's a flying like 30 kilometers, 40 maybe.
Yeah.
But that's what she wanted to do. So we put her in riding school out in Black Creek, Spruce Meadows, around there, you know what I mean?
Does she live in Calgary?
Yeah.
Where's she go to school? Maybe don't tell us because the life you know.
Oh, okay.
In case there's kidnappers.
Yeah.
That was way more painful than it needed. Out of breath.
Do you have scissors?
I do somewhat. I'm not sure they are right now. What a knife do?
I know. Yeah, that's very creative, I guess. Yes, that would work.
I don't know where my scissors are. We started losing stuff.
It's okay. Would it be in the box over here with the glue and stuff?
Sorry?
Would it be in there? No?
No. If they're not nearby, they're probably gone. Give me a few minutes and I'll find you a knife. Jess, do you have scissors? Jesse?
It's real. It's different in here.
Yeah, well,
Or-
you know we're closing, right? In December?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we've been doing this for, see that gorilla house?
Yeah.
12 years, 11 and a half. Well, no, next week is my 12th year
Two
anniversary of the gorilla house.
12 years?
12 years, yeah,
Wow.
since you and I met.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be our 9.5-year anniversary of this space. And then we've done 2 5-year leases.
Yeah.
But we're not doing any more lease after December. Just the and that's gonna be 600. So I meant to do 6.
Magpie's coming along.
And I'm gonna hit 600 right away. So video call Felix too. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. We're on the live feed. We're on the live feed. Just letting you know. In case you have to fart or anything. No, we're not swimming. Okay.
That's so
a good idea.
exciting.
You know how to be bored to pack? You just pack because it's a good idea. No. Right. Bye, buddy. Oh, did you see this? Yeah. Do you want that for your bedroom? It's about 8 feet tall. Okay.
No, I'm good.
Right.
So cute. He has such a gentle way. He's like, no, just like so rude. Oh, that's really fun, actually.
What?
Because I always sang RUMBLEHOUSE. And you just wrote Rumble House across that, and
Didn't I?
everything blurred together in my brain. I was like,
Yeah.
I've always sang like that. And then I just didn't realize that connection until right now when you're doing Mickey Mouse. No, I understood the
No, you
connection,
did understand the connection.
But
for
I-
sure. You celebrate.
I didn't put it outside of my head until that moment.
Where did my oh, yeah, your scissors.
Oh, so many scissors.
Our guest would like scissors.
What?
The young lady with
Oh, yes. Oh,
Welcome home.
hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good.
I brought a friend.
Nice. Hello.
I'm unemployed.
Yay!
I finally don't have a job anymore. I'm so happy.
I like the relief in you. That is nice.
I needed it.
That's nice.
So nice to see you.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you too.
Hi, Rich. Good, how are you? This is my friend Matt. Okay, this is Jess. I told them all of
Oh, he's closed tomorrow.
It's my first time.
He just knows it.
Well, we are just ending the art making.
I know.
Pretty soon.
I know. We'll draw like more people.
Oh, yeah. Do you have everything?
I'm gonna bleach some pants. I wanna make some
nice.
real art.
I thought as like either she remembered it being very dirty and she wants to clean it, or we got lots of things to bleach. So
Oh, do you?
no, like the I meant like I really like the smell of it. I like cleaning, and then like it feels like we're on vacation because it smells like pools. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Awesome. I want a vacation in pools more.
Right?
Oh yeah. It's not very often.
And we gotta keep it special. Did you hear we're just going until December? Okay. We're always like giving people the warning.
I've wanted to come for literally since I read the news. I'm like, I need to go. My job has literally been killing me.
It's hard to see. Where?
Now I can relax.
That is so good.
Yeah. No, I'm happy to be here.
That is so nice.
All right, where do you want to start? Do you want to start here?
So I actually like
There's two.
so it's
Okay.
like I don't know.
Okay, it is. You have 6 people with us.
Good to say.
Anybody coming back for the auction?
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna call it off the live feed off now, and then come find us. We'll send out the invite at 9:00. Find us at 9:00. Thank you so much for joining us, Zach and Dusti and Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you guys at 9:00. Bye.